Hey, welcome back to Maya's Pretty Little Reviews. I'm going to talk about Ravenswood and Legally Blonde 2 and You May Not Kiss the Bride. Okay. Last week, Ravenswood Okay. Miranda went to go check, see why the ceiling cracked from the chandelier from when they was doing the Ouija board. And she goes to this, follows these kids, or they go to this Abby's grave. Miranda does, and she sees a bunch of kids and Abby around it. So when the kids and the Abby girl sees Miranda, they run away, and then when she gets to the stone, the tombstone cracks in half. And then Remy, she went to go get a glass of water. She was sleepwalking, and when she opened her eyes, the refrigerator where it's supposed to have water, blood was pouring into the glass, and she freaked out, and her dad came behind her and held her and hold her until she stopped screaming. Luke, Remy's boyfriend, he was taking a bike ride, and all of a sudden a raven, a little raven bird, hit the wheel, cut his head in those little wire things or whatever in the middle of the bicycle, and he wrecks, and he got little cut or on his leg. And Caleb was at the graveyard. I guess he was cleaning up or doing something, and she saw this old lady taking flowers from one of the graves, and she's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "What are you doing? Why are you taking the flowers?" She's like, "She's taking them home." And that he looks just like another Caleb Rivers. So she tells them about where that Caleb Rivers is. So he and Remy go meet Mr. Rivers. And then Caleb was writing a letter to Hannah. I guess Miranda finished it for him, but she's like, all you have to do is press send, and tells Caleb, she tells Caleb that he needs head back to Ravenswood and be with Hannah. And Mr. Rivers comes to the house, gives him a key, and he's like, "You're next." And they're trying to figure out what he means by "you're next." So they go to places and find where the key fits, and and they found a box, and I guess the keys was kind of rusted from 70-something years ago. So Miranda shows Olivia stuff they have from she's showing the knife that killed her father, Olivia's father, and they went to go look through the drawers, and they found hair of everyone that died there in the drawers. So she put the jar of hair on top of the dresser or whatever, and she yelled like real loud, and I think the building started shaking, and it shattered. And then she like meets Miranda meets her mom. And then they see like a door. They go right through the door. And there's like a like a gate on a stage because they was doing a play, and it like almost came down and hit, I think it was Olivia. Yeah, almost killed Olivia, but Caleb pushed her out of the way. So Caleb gets like mad, and he like throws stuff in the room. So he like throws the box that he got, and he kicks it because he's like so mad. And it finally opens. When it opens, he looks in it, and that was the end of the episode. I think the spirits are trying to tell them to leave and to warn them to leave Ravenswood so they could be safe. But the kids, well, Caleb is stubborn and says that he needs to find out about the tombstone. Till next week's episode, this last one till January.
Come on, baby. Mwah. What's happening, everybody? So, Ravenswood.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Did you say that you think Hannah may be going on the next episode?
It is. She is.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, what were we in, like 6 episodes right now? 5 episodes in?
I think so.
It's still going strong. I mean, it's still
Yeah.
doing real good. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this is kind of a special edition of Maya's Pretty Little Reviews, isn't it? What's today?
Our anniversary.
We've been together for 1 full year. 1 year ago today, we went on our first date, and we watched Twilight. Bring It On. Part 2.
Yeah.
But here we are 1 year later. We had an awesome day today.
Yeah.
Went to the mall, kind of bummed around there.
Yeah.
Went out to eat. Just kind of bummed around. We had a good day today.
Yeah, we got stuck in the theater.
We did. We actually we went to go see About Time, the time travel love story thing, and a tornado warning or watch or whichever one it was came up. So they literally shut it down. We didn't get a chance to. We were literally like still watching like the half hour before like the coming attractions movie movie show, and they kicked us out and they're like, well, you gotta wait in the lobby and.
Till 4:15, and then
Yeah.
they're like, what's the...
extended for an extra half hour, and I was like, eh. And I'm glad we did because we bailed because we went and pigged out at Olive Garden, and we had a great day. So all right, here we are now. I'll let you do the other movie first. I haven't seen it. So
you may not kiss the bride.
You may not kiss, and this is definitely a movie that she rented, and I was like, you know what? You can watch this when I'm at work.
You should have watched this.
I doubt it. Go ahead.
Okay. It's about this guy. He's like in debt, whatever, and he owes this guy something. So he's like, he has to marry his daughter, and he don't have any debt, but he has to marry the daughter, but he can't kiss her or
Banger.
bang her or touch
Bust
her.
a fast nut beside her.
But there's a guy that was working for his dad, and he like got a group to kidnap the girl when they were on the little beach honeymoon, and they're at beach. So the guy, she takes his swimming trunks because he strips. Yeah, so he strips and they kidnapped her. Yeah, that's the whole story.
All right, what'd you think of it?
I loved it.
Loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of strong.
Yeah.
Didn't just like it, you loved it?
Yeah.
All right. What we got next on the list?
Legally Blonde 2.
Full title now. Legally Blonde 2.
Red, White, and Blonde.
Red, White, and Blonde.
Elle Woods, Reese Witherspoon, she like getting married, and she's trying to like figure like where like his Bruiser's mom is.
The cat or the dog.
The dog, Bruiser, and she they're trying to find where she's at. So they're looking, and they go to this hire this dude.
Private investigator.
Yeah, to find out where she's at. So they go and do it, and then she finds out, and her and Bruiser finds out that they're testing on animals. And she didn't like it, so she makes up like the Bruiser's bill and goes to Washington D.C. to be illegal to test on animals. Yeah.
Awesome.
And on this one, she finds out that the Bruiser is a guy, male dog. It's not a female dog.
Well, I think it was always a male dog, though, wasn't it?
She thought it was a female.
No, she didn't think it was a female. She was shocked that it was gay. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
It's a gay dog.
Yeah, I loved it.
That's your review?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take over from here. I do want to say that, like, we watch, like a handful of movies every week, and I ask her, on her show, what do you want to review? And I know she's quit reviewing the ones I hate. I would prefer she did review those. Like this week, we fucking watched Head Over Heels with Freddie Prinze Jr., and that movie fucking sucked horribly. And I was hoping to review it, and she decided to go with this one. This one, and fuck Head Over Heels. This one, it ain't too bad. It's a lot like the first one. The first one was just lightweight fluff, and that's all this is. I mean, there's nothing, like, you don't have to think when you watch it. There's, it's not really funny, but at the same time, it's not atrocious either. It had a really good cast. Bruce McGill, Bob Newhart. I'm not a big Sally Field fan, fuck her, but I don't know. Like I said, it had a good cast. And Reese Witherspoon, I mean, she's charismatic enough to carry these kind of movies. I mean, once again, I'm not saying these are great films by any means, but, for the hour and a half they're on the screen, you don't really want to put a bullet in your head completely. I mean, they're not too bad. Yeah, I mean, that's real. I mean, I can't really say much else about this. There was some special features on this thing, and it's kind of cool because a lot of it, there's a lot of, like, digital scenes added, like, because they're not allowed to film a lot in DC. Or if you're allowed to, I guess it's like high-tech security shit. So they're like, we'll film elsewhere and we'll just fake it. And you can't, I mean, I couldn't tell. I didn't know. I mean, I assumed they filmed in DC. They do a scene at the Lincoln Memorial. And they were never at Lincoln Memorial at all. Like, they're just in a fucking room, blue room, pretty much. And it was all added in. I thought that's kind of cool. There's a scene at the end. It doesn't give anything away, but there's like a parade. A march, Million Dog March. Anyways, Luke Wilson, who plays her fiance in this movie, fiance, is supposed to be in that parade, and for some reason he just wasn't there, and they shot it, and they just forgot about him in a way. Anyway, so when they're done filming, the end of the movie, they're beginning the parade. there's no Luke Wilson, so they're like, shit. So they just kind of added him in later, like they digitally. And once again, you couldn't tell. I mean, I'm sure now if I look back and watched it again, knowing that, I'm sure I can probably tell. Like, oh, it looks kind of like he's not even there at all. But on the first watch, no, I couldn't tell. So yeah, I don't know. Overall, I'm saying it's okay. Not definitely not the worst way you can spend a. What's your last night or what's the night before? Friday or Saturday night?
I think it was last night.
Was it last night? Not a horrible way to spend Saturday night. So yeah, it's kind of weird because normally when we're watching these shit movies, I get on our phone and I'm just kind of IMDbing them. And I guess it was like ranked number 28 as the worst sequels ever. Like Entertainment Weekly's had a list of like worst sequels of all time, and this was in there. I'm like, I don't see that at all because this ain't really that bad. Like I've easily seen like 29 other horrible sequels, at least. I'm sure there's more too, but I didn't think it's that bad. Apparently, though, it was enough to kill the. Well, no, it didn't really kill the Blonde series because they did a straight-to-video sequel after this called Legally Blondes. It's supposed to be like her cousins, but Reese Witherspoon's not in it. But she did produce it, which is kind of, and she presents it. They actually say Reese Witherspoon presents. I fucking hate her. All right, so yeah, that's that. That's all I got. All right, so what else we got?
What's your top 3 favorite writers?
Writers. All right.
Yep. Number 3, Stephanie Myers. Number 2, James Patterson.
Yay.
And number 1, Sarah Shepard.
Sarah Shepard. All right. You know, I thought I knew more writers. I really don't. So I'm going to take a different route on this one. Completely different route. And I'm going to go, we're in comic book on some of these. I'm trying to think. Number 3. Dude, there's a duo that wrote a shitload of Batman books. Hush. They did Hush. The Long Halloween. His name's Joseph something. I don't know. The guy who wrote those. I like his work. I'm down with him. Number 2, I'm going to go Joseph Hill. Joe Hill. That's Stephen King's son. Really like his work on Lock and Key. Can't wait to see. I wouldn't mind checking out his other stuff, actually. I guess he's wrote a few short stories. I don't know if he's done any novels yet or not, but he'll be doing an upcoming episode we talked about last night. He'll be doing an upcoming episode of the remake of Tales from the Dark Side. So, and I guess number 1 would have to be Stephen King. Because I'm a big, like when it comes to books, like I definitely love reading. I will say that right now. I do love reading. And I read multiple authors. I don't think like I'm just like, but I just read the ones that like are either based on movies or like I already know something about the book going into it, kind of thing. Like I tell you, like I guess one of my favorites would be Franz Kafka, but I've really only read Metamorphosis and The Trial, and that's the only reason I read it was because The Trial. Like I wanted to read The Trial, and then I couldn't find it, but I found Metamorphosis first, which it's all right. It's why I'm not really counting. Cause I mean, I would probably not check out any of their stuff. I'm not big on Lovecraft. I just don't care. Like I know he's a legend. I don't really like any of his stuff. And I read a lot of his shit. Like I was trying to, cause everybody loves him. Like he's a horror favorite. Like he's an icon, or he was. And I can't get into it. Like I tried. It's just I don't know. Not my thing. Edgar Allan Poe, I like Poe, but another one of those things where like I don't know, I can only do a little bit at a time. Whereas with Stephen King, I can literally drop a book and then want to pick another one up. Like I just a big fan of his. I never really got into Clive Barker book wise, just because I just hadn't picked him up yet. I would love to start reading some Clive Barker. I wouldn't mind reading some Anne Rice. That's I guess my Stephanie Meyer here.
What?
Anne Rice, she did like the Interview with the Vampire, the whole like Lestat Chronicle. But yeah, but if I'm just going like based on like what I have read a lot of, I'm saying the dude who did the Batman books, and then Joe Hill, and then Stephen King. So that's my top 3. Yay!
Now, what are your top 3 favorite writers? Comment below. Video response.
Video response? I can't remember seeing video response. What they gotta do then? You can leave the link to the video response down below, or you can send her a private message with your video.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, anything else to add?
Nope. Until next week.
Until next week. Check out the flowers I got her. They're right there.
Yeah,
Look at the flowers. The flowers.
The ring.
Alright, we're out. Later.